this society, there is no way of actually living free at this point. I've had the idea to find some land somewhere, buy a piece of land and build my own house and live apart from the system. The system will not allow you to do that. They will come for you and kick you off your own land and force you to live the way they want you to live.
What I feel is quite important is people need to get educated. People need to start waking up and realise what's going on around them. Generally, people tend to only give a damn really what's happening when it's actually on their doorstep and it's happening to them. But unfortunately, we can't wait for that to happen. We need to realise that we're all one and the same. We all need to look out for each other and protect each other, because we've got a system now that's been built up around us. We've got a corporate web of an empire that's completely taken over every aspect of our lives.
So, to people who are worried about debt, again, don't worry about it. You got family, you got kids, you got real problems in life. Worry about those. Debt is not something to worry about. Fair enough, some people have mortgages, but again, as I said earlier, you start dancing with the devil, you're going to get burnt. You play with fire, you're going to get burnt. You're going to sign agreements that banks own your house, you're going to get burnt if you don't pay that. But in terms of consumer debt, personal loans, unsecured debt, fuck it. Yeah, you won't be able to get a mortgage for 6 years, and who's got enough money to save up for a deposit for a mortgage anyway? I don't know. So just don't worry. Live in love.
Get out of debt free we've got one piece of the jigsaw, but there's so many things that need fixing on the planet, like health, education, law, everything. There's so many pieces, and I've been at, I think, 8 different festivals this summer, and I've seen tens upon tens of, probably 50 different speakers, and all of them have got a little bit of the jigsaw, and I'm sort of just trying to see how together that we can build a new sort of reality based on fairness, because when you realise that, hang on, they're spraying stuff in the skies, they're putting stuff in our water supply, and they're cutting down rainforests, and these are all problems. Now, I've got the answer to one of these, but to change the world, we've got to sort out all these problems, I feel.
The people stand above the government stand above citizens. And in America, we've taken the term citizen from them, but citizenship was actually created with the abolition of the slave trade. And it was so that slaves could be given the same rights as the free people, but without the same power. So the citizens were always going to be ascribed their rights and responsibilities by the government. And it was so that they could keep a finger on the ex-slaves. Whereas that's now been applied to everybody everywhere, and now obviously you have good citizenship classes at school, and citizenship is on the curriculum now. So all this is being not brought in for us, it's been brought in for a couple of generations' time, when it's totally normalised that everyone is a citizen who only has rights and responsibilities because the government gave them to them, and the standing as the people will be long forgotten by them.
The sadness of this is that there is a lot of people out there that are involved in the commercial construct and are doing things every single day for one reason, that's basically to survive. So they have to go to work every single day and know that what they're doing is not moral. But they have to do it because they feel that there is no other way they can support their families. They are taxed to the hilt. Everything that they've got, they are threatened with its removal if they do not comply. That's a very, very sad situation, because that means that the human being is being controlled by a construct and can't escape that construct, and it gets worse day in, day out. They want a way out.
Ignorance is our fault. Not being up to speed with what's going on is our responsibility. We're giving our power away to people who are using it against us. People need to understand. People need to wake up to what's really, really going on before it's too late, and stop looking at the mainstream media. Stop looking at the mainstream newspapers. Start looking at some information that's real and is relevant, because otherwise we're all going to be microchipped, we're all going to be controlled. We can barely do anything now, having to ask the government for permission to protest against the government. Our freedoms are being taken away by the day, and people are not noticing because they're being distracted with other things, from religions, from TVs, from celebrity gossip. We need to be adults about it, we need to open our eyes, and we need to really, really see what's happening. Otherwise, we're going to be in the middle of this new world order, this complete one system of control, and we're all just going to be barcodes, and that's the way it's going, and that is the true reality of the world that we're living in at the moment.
5 years ago, when I was looking for letters to actually send to the banks, there was nothing on the internet. Nobody was like talking about this apart from Mary Elizabeth Croft, who I based our letters on. And I thought, oh, this is wonderful. And I was thinking there must be template letters out there for, you know, after the book that she'd written. There was nothing. Now we've got websites and forums and loads of different letters out there for dealing with banks and debt collectors. You know, so that's how far in the last 5 years consciousness has shifted. People are waking up. Now, when we hit the 100th monkey effect, that's when everyone wakes up. It's like a new film that's like no one has heard of, and then suddenly it breaks through and everyone's talking about it. And I feel that people suddenly realise, my goodness, we've been had by the banks, the governments and the corporations. And with endless war, with endless poverty, and keeping us on that treadmill.